Hello, my name is Stefan Kulanek. I'm the director of Axians in Sweden. Today we're going to visit the VINCI Energies Nordic house and we have a meeting with Mr. Jan Helgen. Okay, follow me.
How are you?
Welcome. Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Okay, here we are.
Here we are.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Innovation Center?
Absolutely. So this is, as you can see here, you see the corners. So this is the VINCI Energy Innovation Center, and each corner, or each brand has its own corner. You have your corner there,
Yes.
and we're going to go there soon. You have something that is an IoT platform. An IoT platform is something that helps you fetch data from just about anything. And you can maintain security and updates as if it were in an IT environment. And you can see it here. This is the IoT platform. It's called Microservice Bus for the ones that are have been using this. I know that it has been using throughout Europe. And this will come in different solutions that we have. What you do then is that you take all the emissions from your facilities, from your transportation, from your traveling, and you turn this into CO2e, carbon dioxide emissions, equivalents, and then you put this and compare it to your budget. So the line that you see here, this is your budget. So there are many calculators, but very few that fetch the data automatically. So it can be fetched from APIs, as in terms of the like in traveling, or also for transportation. But it can also be sensors, like here for real estates. We measure water consumption, electricity, heating, cooling, etc. We bring this into the platform, calculate it, and compare it to. So this is the management platform. It's in Swedish, but as you can see here, you have CSRD reporting, automatic CSRD reporting, and this is integrated with an AI platform.
Yep.
So you are doing like 70% or something of the CSRD reporting automatically. So if you as a business unit manager want to know how to work on your emissions for the coming year, you just make a question here. What are the 3 best things that I can do for the coming year? Then the platform takes away every references to VINCI Energies, and we send it to AI with how many people, what are the current emissions, how much are we traveling, etc. So all the data, and then you get the 3 best suggestions for the coming year, what you can do to keep lowering. So what you can do is you can measure how your facilities are used. You can use it for calculating the energy consumption, so you can get heat maps here for when during the day you are using more energy. You can control the heating. You don't want to heat the facility if you're not there. Yeah. So you're measuring if you have people there and there's no people there, you take away the heating and you will save.
It's like the project we have for Vattenfall.
Oh, it's very close to that.
But how is this compared to Microservice Bus?
So Microservice Bus, our IoT platform, is used for bringing in data. So this is a platform. When you have the data, you can get it from LoRa sensors, etc., and you present it here. If you have Microservice Bus, you can bring in data from just about anything. So you can have, now we're using LoRa sensors, but Microservice Bus you can connect to the heat pump, you can connect to the solar panels.
Like you can do in the Sandvik project.
Exactly. The thing that I would like to show you is how Axians, how you are helping the other brands with their business development. You want to see that?
Yeah.
Let's go to Omexon. So what you see here is a switchgear. This is a 1100 volt switchgear, 11 kilovolts switchgear. So you have 11 kilovolts coming in here. then it goes in here and it goes to a transformer, make it into 400 volts into the switch here with that cable, and then it goes out to the buildings in 400 volts. This switchgear that we have here is actually the same as is used all over the city here in Stockholm. So you have probably around 1,000 of these all throughout Stockholm. So if you would like to press this button here hard, you just close the electricity for
Shut down the power.
10 buildings down here. Cool. And if you would like to turn it on again, you have to do this. Are we there? Wait. So, and then now you turn it. And now you turn the electricity back on. So, what has happened with this is that for a couple of years, you, Axians, and Omexom have been running a digitalization project, how to digitalize in a financially approvable way the net stations, as we say in Sweden, is the secondary substations with 11 kilovolts. How can we digitalize these in a way that's not too costly? So this is specially constructed by a hardware provider in Sweden that just do RTUs for secondary substations. So it's specialized, and they have standardized now on microservice bus. So that's quite cool, actually. And you can see in here now that this is an Omexom platform. This is running on microservice bus, and we can now we go to VINCI Energies, that's us here, and we are a customer now to Omexom.
Yeah.
They have other customers here also. You see there, the Flower Tech, that is the first paying customer. And when we go there now to VINCI Energies, the entrance, and where in Stockholm we are, and the most important data that we want to know about this secondary substation.
So this is the power, and this is what?
No, this is the voltage.
Okay.
So this is the active power, and it's the power factor. But the interesting thing here now is that we are now controlling the substation from here. So
and here's a camera as well.
Yeah, this was one of our directors that was here a while ago. If you press the button there.
This one.
Yeah. And you say yes. Oh, now you turn the electricity off in one part of the city. Now you can turn it back on.
Start the power.
Yeah. Now we have it. The thing is that this is the procurement of these things are very, very slow process on the energy market. But what we see in the customers that we start having are the customers of the DSOs, nätägarna.
Yep.
They're customers. So the Flower Tech that you saw there, they have this battery park connected to DSO, and we help them to control what is happening.
I heard about the Vattenfall house.
Yeah. So this is was a solution that we created that Axians created for Vattenfall, that has become a building solutions solution. In this building, we have now 6 apartments.
Yep.
Each apartment has a radiator, a heater, that we want to measure how much energy is used by that radiator. So we're pretending that it's water carried.
Yep.
So what we did is that we put this sensor upon the radiator that calculates the energy consumption of the radiator and send it up to the cloud. So this is now speaking with the receiver over here, and the receiver is then speaking to the same infrastructure, the RTU or IT gateway that is controlled by microservice bus, and then this sends it to the cloud, and then you get what you can see on the screen over there now. So this is called IMD, individual measurement and debit. It's just between you and me.
Yeah.
You can't tell anybody.
No.
Because this is an Actinium solution, but it was totally developed by Axians. And this is for Sandvik. There's a big industrial player in Sweden. This part of Sandvik was SMT, Materials and Technology, and they make tubes
Yep.
And the special tubes that are used in nuclear plants or heat plants, etc. So the patent is that they have put sensors within the tube walls, not on the inside, not on the outside, because it's so extreme environment. So within the tube walls they have sensors. And now if you look there, you can see on the left, you can see how temperature is going up. From this cable, there's an analog signal coming up here, going down to conversion into digital signals, and then it's into the same infrastructure as everything else here.
So the tubes you digging down to the ground?
No. The tubes could be like in a chimney or in the nuclear plant where you have heat
and you can
heated
monitor
water,
them.
and you can monitor them directly. So there are so many use cases that I could show you if we would have had more time. So what we are going to do here, we're going to run cybersecurity attacks from this computer to the OT world that we have within here.
Like vulnerability scanning on the network we have here.
And we can show also what is happening if you get a ransomware attack. How do you follow up on that? How are your SOC monitoring this, and how do you rebuild your environment, etc. Everything that we do in a pure IT environment, we're going to show how to do that in an OT environment, and that's quite cool. So. And your team, security team, have now started to work with the Czech team also on these things. So we think that our Axians network is really, really useful when it comes to these things. I know also that we have had a lot of questions on how do you finance this? Isn't it very expensive? And I would say to all of you out there that are planning to create innovation center or something similar, it has not been this expensive, as expensive that you would imagine. Like for you, Stefan, you are head of your corner.
Yeah.
How did you finance this?
Yeah, we had some parts from the brand team, so thank you for that. It was perfect. So that we did finance as part of this equipment through them, and also some suppliers that helped us with the hardware and so to build.
So we have Cisco there. Cisco helped with the networking equipment. So that's just one thing about that. And then I want to say to all of you that are listening here now, if you're part of VINCI Energies and you have partners or customers or you want to do some kind of event, you're welcome to Stockholm and we will take care of you. And we will show you all the cool things that Stefan didn't get to see right now.
Thank you all.
Thank you.